Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we are inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday Night Primetime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, 79 Broncos. Panthers.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He's going to test this secondary right away. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison. Warrior 70. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Here's Thompson Robinson. Pass complete there to Harrison. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Track. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
To throw, Thompson Robinson. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Cowboy 80.
Here's DTR. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Ready? Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle. Let go.
Thompson Robinson to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once again, it's Achane. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. It's third and 4. Throwing is Richardson. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
At the 19-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Thompson Robinson. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His second rushing touchdown of the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and great, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Raiders take over first.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Dragon 60, Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Richardson will to throw, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
On second down, Richardson. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Richardson. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now it's 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DTR to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 18. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Check smash.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Richardson operating from the pistol. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Raiders is going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Got him, I got it. Here we go. Motion. Ready. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. Has caught. That's Lane.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Tag. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 18 Pioneers.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football at their own 40.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Richardson out to his right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Got ready? Let's go now. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
46-yard line.
Come on.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's taken in right side by Goedert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Ready? Let go.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Nick Martin is there to bring him down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now a screen set up for Achane. To the pylon, he's in. De'Von Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown,
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is, there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set. Six, Warriors, 70, Timberwolves, go.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Okay, break. Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, go. 18, Pioneer.
To throw, Thompson Robinson. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mustang 19, Viking 18, Cub 19, Cub 19.
Here's Thompson Robinson. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these 3rd and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
Here's DTR. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Thompson Robinson. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to it.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me, come into the house and give me. Pain show.
Ready.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
Thompson Robinson to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
That's
yards.
catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
Richardson to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the 2nd half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Richardson operating from the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. but they will turn it over on down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now give up the middle. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Raiders. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing is Richardson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
DTR to throw. Rolling right. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. Chop 60, chop 60. Ready?
Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready? Muck, 7, 18, Rattler, 18.
Back to throw. Has caught. That's Lane. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. And how about that? 3rd and a mile, and they convert and pick up a first down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Handoff here, up the middle. And the Raiders are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now Richardson. Flush to his right. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. From the gun, Richardson. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The failure on 4th down leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking underneath for Achane. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders.